It's exactly 2 years ago. I'm in my room in my parents' apartment back in Istanbul, and I'm getting dressed to go out on a date with a girl I've been dating for a little while. I get dressed, I go out, I meet her, and we're walking in the park. We get hungry, we get out from the park, we go to the city center, we're looking for a place to eat. And then she spots a nice sushi place. She says, "Should we eat here?" And I say, "Yeah, let's go." We walk into the restaurant, we get the menu. It's a nice sushi place. And the prices are a little more than my broke ass could afford back 2 years ago. I excuse myself to go to the bathroom, and the moment I walk into the bathroom, pull out my phone, and I look at my bank account. And I remember to this day, I remember the Turkish lira number, but if we convert that to like dollars, it's probably like $30 USD that I have in my bank. And I got a little more money, cash is in my pocket. And what I do is I go to my savings account, and then I withdraw some money from my savings account to my checking account. And then I get a message from my bank. And the bank says, your money will be in your checkings account in the next 24 hours. Basically, the money is not going to arrive while I'm on the date. I'm not sure what to do. I look around, I'm kind of like sweating, I'm like, what do I do? I make the decision to go out because I think I have the chance of like 80% being able to pay and stuff, but I never want her to pay anything. Like, that's the type of person I am. People might be different, that's who I am. While ordering, I'm calculating everything from my mind so that I know it's gonna be in my budget range, okay? It felt very embarrassing, honestly. It felt very bad at the moment. I'm so stressed, I'm literally sweating like hell. And then, for her, we had like a lovely dinner, but I was like sweaty as fuck. And then when the time comes to pay, what I do is I don't really pay next door. What I do is I go excuse myself to the bathroom and go pay privately. And while I'm paying, there is a 10% service fee, which I haven't calculated on my mind. So it's literally, I barely can pay with all my bank account and all the cash I have with me. And mind me, the bill is not expensive. I'm just broke as fuck. And then right after the dinner, I make like a very fast bullshit reason that I have to go home and I have to like leave her at her house. Why? Because if we do something else, you know, ice cream, coffee, a specific thing, I don't have the money for it. Literally the case. That's the life I was living. Fast forward 2 years. That was exactly 2 years ago. In this month, exactly 2 years ago. Close to the beginning of winter. What I did last month, I live in Germany now, right? What I did last month on a Friday, just because I fucking wanted to, not like a reason, I flew back to Istanbul. I surprised my girl in Istanbul, took her to a nice resort in Turkey, another flight, both of us, and then stayed there for a couple of days, 2 flights back, bring her to her house, right? Go back to my family, nice surprise for my family as well, fly back to Germany. And the moment I land back in Germany, I look at my bank account and I think, I can do this right now again, and then again, and then again, and then again, and I'm still not going to financially struggle. The entire change happened in 2 years. 2 years ago, I was completely broke, literally completely broke. And the reason why I told you the story is just because of that. And I hit my 10K a month in like, I think 1 month ago or so. And here's the truth. I'm not special at all. Like, the way I make money and stuff, I literally explain everything on this channel. I'm not special at all. You absolutely can do this. And this video is your sign to go and take action. And in the rest of this video, I want to explain to you 4 stages of making money online. The $1,000 a month stage, the 2 to 3K stage, the 5K stage, and the 10K stage. And in which stage exactly what type of life you can live and what you get out of online business, so that I can inspire you to go and take action and build your business. The first stage is the $1,000 a month stage. Before you make $1,000 a month, honestly, everything's a stress. Any bill that might come up, anything that is unexpected that's not in your plan is basically a stage. If you're not making that money, what happens is your Spotify comes up, like the shit comes up, your charger breaks, you have to go out on like you have to eat outside one day. Everything becomes a problem because you just don't have extra cash to pay for anything at all. But the moment you make your first $1,000 a month, you stop stressing about the small things. When your headphones break and the right one is not working fucking anymore, which happens to me all the fucking time still, when always the right one is not working, you can buy a new one. Shit becomes not big of a deal. You can take girls out on dates. You can start buying the healthier, more expensive groceries. Because my parents didn't have a lot of money back then, right? The thing that I always used to do, and I still, by the way, find myself, because I was raised that way, is whenever I have two options, my hand goes to the cheaper option. I literally see this. Why? Because I lived like that for 18, 19 years. That was what was taught to me, right? And at this point, even if you make $1,000 a month, you get to buy a little more expensive, more healthier option, which is even better for your fitness, even better for your health. And even if you're making $1,000 a month, at this stage, if you're gonna split the cost with your bros, if you're gonna split the Airbnb, split the hotel, wherever you guys are staying at, you can go travel inside your country generally with your bros. Like you can go with your bros and travel a little bit, find like the cheapest ticket that you can buy, and then split the Airbnb with your bros. Don't really eat out like nice restaurants much, but you can still kind of start to travel even if you're making $1,000 a month. And here's the kicker. If your family is struggling financially, generally they're going to be struggling for just a couple of $100 that's needed at that situation, right? Your mom and dad, they make money, but sometimes shit's difficult, right? And you get to give them a couple of $100 because you make extra money. The first $1,000 a month is the like $1,000 that brings the relief to your life. You're not at all financially free. You're nothing close to that yet, but it brings you the relief. At this stage, small things just stop becoming problems. Which honestly, this is a very important thing, like small things stop becoming problems. You don't experience the thing that I experienced, which is honestly normal, like for every single young guy. You don't always have the money to take a girl out on a nice date. Like you don't have that money, you don't live that life. But at this stage, you kind of stop having that problem, okay? Then the stage number 2 comes. And the stage number 2 is where you're making 2 to 3K per month every month, okay? And at this stage, you will start to slowly feel like you are taking control of your life. Because if you're making 2 to 3K per month, right? You don't really have to live with your parents. You can move out. I wrote here literally, you don't have to, if you're not living in New York or like London, you can generally rent your own place. Maybe you can't rent your own place like an entire apartment, but you can go rent out with your bros and you guys can get like an apartment for like 3 rooms. Everyone has their own room. Now you are free. Now you get to do whatever you want. Now you can do this. And at this stage, you can buy any clothing you like. If it's not like completely branded like Gucci and Prada, you can buy literally any clothing that you like. You can literally go to the shop and be like, I'm gonna spend $300 today. Why? Because I technically can. I get the money to do that. You start kind of like breaking the rules being poor taught you, if that makes sense. You can travel to cheaper countries for a few days. Now, you still have to budget. You can't be like, I'm gonna stay at like the best resort for like 5 stars and shit. You can't do that. But you still can travel to pretty much a good portion of the countries that you want, especially if you're like going there with your friends. You can definitely do that. You can do like a small vacation. And at this stage, small things completely stop being a problem to you. If something comes up, like you forgot to buy your Munich monthly ticket, and they give you a ticket that's like 61 euros, I think. I got that last month. I forgot to buy a ticket. I didn't know that my monthly wasn't renewing. I don't know. And I got like a $61 fee. Like that shit stops being a problem because you're like, fuck, it doesn't matter too much. You kind of get pissed, but like doesn't matter too much. And what happens is at this stage, the money that you make is kind of like similar to a job that you can have. If you're working a 9-to-5 job at an okay place, like you'll be getting 2 to 3K per month. But the change is now you get to do this in your own terms. You get to do this literally working anytime that you like. If you're a night owl, you don't have to do anything throughout the day while other people are like, they have to go to work. You can literally do whatever you want throughout the entire day. Maybe you like to work in the evening, at night. Perfectly fine, do whatever you want. Now, at this stage, you don't really have you can work wherever you want. Maybe you can't, like traveling from Airbnb to Airbnb all because like you don't have the money yet. But you get to work whenever you want. If you have to do this online, right? It's completely on your hands. And then we have the stage number 3, $5,000 a month. And this stage doesn't come with luxury. At this stage, you don't live a luxurious life, but you live a free life. At this stage, you can literally work from whenever you want and wherever you want. You can say, you know what, I'm moving to Paris. I'm gonna rent an entire apartment. It's probably gonna cost you like $2,000 per month, and you still have 3K left, and you get to live in a beautiful city and basically live there nicely. You don't have to care about in terms of finances much if you're a young lone young man, single young man, you get to do whatever the fuck you want then. Now, I'm thinking now with 5 grand, you can't move to Paris with your girlfriend plus live a great life. I think at that point you need to be in the next category. But at this stage, honestly, you get to do whatever you want. You kind of get to do, if it's not too luxurious, you get to do whatever you want. You can move to Thailand, live a great life there. You can move to Eastern Europe, and if you move to Eastern Europe, honestly, you'll be considered pretty rich in Eastern Europe if you're making 5 grand a month. Like, you'll be considered very, very rich. Because most people in Eastern Europe, they make like 1 to 2K per month as a full-time job. And now you'll be making 2.5 times of that. And obviously, you'll be able to work wherever you want, whenever you want. You can travel inside of any place that you like now. And at this stage, money starts becoming a little numb. And here's what that means. Like something, for example, you're gonna buy something, right? You're gonna buy something and there's 2 versions. One is like 40, one is like 70. It's like the same version, but the 70 has like a couple of more new things, a little better things. Your hand now goes to the 71. When I was at this stage, one morning I woke up and I called a friend of mine and said, hey bro, let's go to Italy. Just randomly, right? And that friend was also making money online, right? We both went for like a week, spent really good amount of time in Italy. I made some nice videos there. I really enjoyed the time. Went to Milano, like a couple of different cities around Milano. It was a very fun experience. Random fucking Tuesday. Not like a, oh yeah, yearly vacation. No, it's just random fucking Tuesday. Okay? This is the thing that you get at $5,000 a month. At this stage, you're actually free, man. You're actually free at this stage. Okay? And now we get to the stage number 4, which is $10,000 a month. At this stage, yes, you have the ultimate freedom, and you can have the ultimate freedom with the luxury that comes with it as well. All right? When you're making 10K a month, you get to do anything that you want, anytime that you want, and you never pretty much stress for anything financially. Like at this level, you don't really look at any prices for like literally anything. Okay, let's go a little extreme. Renting a Lambo in Munich is going to cost you like 1.2, 1.3K per day. You can literally rent a Lambo as well. You can do that. At this stage, you can do that. Obviously not every day, but you can do that on an amazing occasion. You can literally rent a Lambo for the entire day, bring a couple of your friends, have some sick fun. You can do that. You can move to Thailand and live a king's lifestyle for 10,000 a month. If you just rent like a nice place for, I think, 2K per month in Thailand, bro, that place is going to have a pool and it's going to come with like 2 maids. The place is going to come with 2 maids if you just pay like 2-3 grand per month. It's kind of like that, okay? You can move to Dubai and live there. You won't pay taxes. Or you can live in Paris and travel 4 times a month every weekend to a new place you want to see. If you travel for like a weekend travel, it's probably going to cost you like, let's say you take it on the good end. You pay $200 a night to stay somewhere. You do it for 2 nights. With it going back and forth, it's going to cost you like $1,000, right? It's going to cost you $1,000. You can travel every week. You can take off from Friday to Monday every weekend to anywhere that you want to. Literally anywhere that you want to. Every weekend. Imagine you just work 5 days, the rest 2-3 days, every weekend you go somewhere. Every weekend you just want to, whatever you want to do. It's all inclusive, all included. This is the ultimate freedom, even if you want it luxurious. You can go to expensive places, you never look at the tab because it kind of doesn't matter. At this point, you lose the point of like money. It more becomes like a number. You never think where you're somewhere your card is not going to work. You generally think this is going to work, the other card is also going to work. Worst case scenario, I'll just pull money from this. It's always going to work, right? You get sometimes pissed when people like when shit's a little more expensive than it's supposed to be, but you don't have a problem with pain basically. And the most beautiful thing about like making 10K a month is, which I can tell you this from my experience, you can get to 10K a month with no stress of running a business. You don't need to get 4 employees, manage insanely difficult structures. You don't need to like hire a lot of staff or like deal with a lot of headaches. It's easy. After 10K, I'm talking to my coach, I'm like, how do I scale to 20, 30, 40, 50K? And it's like, you gotta hire this, you gotta hire that. You become like a more CEO in the business. You become more like a person who's managing things. And that's why it becomes so stressful, because you gotta do payroll. You gotta make payroll for people and stuff. When you're scaling, it's difficult. But the beautiful thing about making 10K a month is you can get there and you might need like 1 employee who you were paying to 1,000 a month. You know, you got like 9 profit. Minus 3 taxes. You got the point. Yeah, I mean profit 10K, let's say, right? After taxes. And the freedom that comes with that I talked to a lot of entrepreneurs who are making a lot of money, and they said that the most free they ever felt was when they were making 5 to 10K a month. Because after that, it was a lot of stress to scale. But until that point, like, life was good. Now, entrepreneurship is truly a beautiful journey, but if you want to be in any of these categories, you have to start. You absolutely have to start. Because I talk to so many people in my school community. I have a free school community you can join as well. And these people who want to reach to financial location and time freedom, they want to. They're entrepreneurs. They're not entrepreneurs. They want to start. And I'm pushing them to start. And the truth is, like, you gotta start. You can't be a entrepreneur all this time. You don't have to watch all of these videos to just, be like, oh, what do I, am I gonna learn something? Go build your business. Okay, go build your business. If you take no risk, you're not gonna have a story. Now, you might be asking, Ahmed, like, what do I do then? Okay, how do I start? What's the best business model? How do I build my business? And here's what I'm gonna tell to those people. All the information is completely free online. I have this YouTube channel where I'm going to be uploading so many videos just like this one. I'm going to be teaching you how to build these businesses. Like, I don't have a thing where I have a paid program and stuff, but I literally share everything online I know for free, and then I sell the implementation. So if you just watch all of my videos, you'll be learning everything that you need to learn. Go take action on that. Like, you'll make money, okay? And on top of it, I have a free school community because I want to over-deliver more. And that free school community, I have a huge course there, completely free. I answer the questions that people ask me there one-on-one, and I do that for free as well. Everything is in your hands, okay? You can make it happen. It just depends on if you want to make it happen. So here's my suggestion to you. Number one, decide your business model. You can do that by watching the video I made about this, which one to pick, how to get started, and then join the free school community. And the school community, you get to ask me questions, you get to connect to me, you get to connect to so many other people who are on their journey of wanting to become financially free. On top of it, watch the courses that we have that are also free, and also watch all of the free value that we're putting out here. And go make it happen, go build your business.